What's going on, everybody? The season's just right around the corner. We got a couple of openers already in a couple of states. Already had some scouting done, did some hunting. Haven't really had any good luck, but it's still the beginning of the season, so we're optimistic and we're ready for October to get here. For this video, I just want to show you my saddle kit setup that I bring with me to the tree. So a lot of my hunts are going to be public land, scouting all the way back in there, trying to get as far in there as possible. So obviously my pack needs to be super light and durable, and something that I can make these long trips back and forth on and still be able to get up in a tree. So with further ado, I'm going to show you guys what I bring with me to the tree, and the little setup that it takes for me to get up in the tree. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. What's going on, everyone? As you saw at the beginning of the video, I wanted to show you guys what I bring with me to the woods, my light pack, my saddle pack, and my saddle setup, just to give you guys an idea in case you guys want to do something similar to mine. Mine is definitely a beginner pack. I just went out and found something that was affordable for me and obviously something that would work for me. And I have a super light pack. Even with camera gear, it's super light. I can go take long distances, walks back into the woods to get to where I'm finding these buck bedding areas and where a lot of non-pressured deer are. So without further ado, I'll get right into it. So first and foremost, as you can see, my saddle setup is the Xop saddle setup. So it comes with obviously your saddle, and then you have a tether, and you have 2 lineman ropes that come equipped with it. For my sticks, I just use the old trusty muddy climbing sticks. I've had these things for years now. I did makeshift an aider on it, so that way on all 4 I can get a little bit higher. Do I need all 4? No. You can definitely get 15-16 feet up in the air just with 3 of these, so that could definitely lighten up your pack if you decided to go with this route. So I also have the Xop platform. It's on the back, and I also have the Elevate camera arm that's also in my back as well. So that's pretty much everything I have with me other than my bow, and I'll have the camera that I'm recording with right now on a GoPro, and that is everything that I'll be having with me, along with some grunt calls and stuff. Super lightweight. It's definitely all affordable. I can put links in the description to show you guys what I spent on some of the equipment that I bought. Again, I understand, just like everybody else knows, the sport is getting to the time where it's very, very expensive to get into, just because the equipment that they are making out there is so precise, and it takes so much time to make to really point down on every little detail that we're asking for. So, but I promise you, this takes me less than 10 minutes every time I find a good tree to set up in. So we'll get started. So let's say I found this tree right here. I got my sticks in my hand. I'll have my bow sling in my hand. So first things first is I'll put my bow sling down. I'll tie a rope to it at first, and that way, I'll attach it right here. So that way when I get up there, I can just pull it right up. Just right here. Boom, just like that. You have your first stick down. So with that, I'll keep my backpack on in the side. I like to keep what they call a daisy chain. So this daisy chain is super easy. I can wrap it around the tree. Everybody knows public land, you're not allowed to obscure the tree, so you can't be cutting shooting lanes, drilling pegs or anything in there. You can't be doing that, at least in some of the states that I do. And I obviously want to respect the public land out here, so I want to make sure I'm staying up to date with all the regulations and laws. I make sure that I'm always attached to the tree at all times. Attach it right there. Throw this guy up and adjust it to what length you want it in. Go ahead and step up. Again, just for this video, I'm only going to go up 1 step, so you can adjust the length right there. First things first, once I do get up and I get settled into where I want to set up in the tree, I'll go ahead and grab the daisy chain. Alright, so you got your daisy chain set up. Kind of just throw that off to the side. Again, you can hook up whatever hooks you want. The tail right here, I like to just hook that up to my backpack, and so I just went to Walmart. It got me a couple clips, and I'll just go ahead and clip my backpack right to that immediately just as we start. So from there, I'll be able to go ahead and undo this. I just went to Academy and got this backpack. So this backpack, it's perfect for me. It's small enough. And then I also just went to a Walmart, got me some bungee cords to hold this in place on my backpack. So then from here, go ahead and take my platform, get set up on this. I like to set it up right here so that way I can hold it with my legs. As you can see, I'm holding it with my thigh. And still, I can be hands-free. So that way I'm safe and attached the whole time, and I can still be hands-free the whole time. So, go ahead and cinch that down, and you're going to pull this up. Pull this up. Pull this tight again. Cinch it down. You can do it one more time to really make sure. Go ahead, pull that tight, cinch that down. There you go. So then after that, you can step up again. Again, you're attached the whole time. Boom, right there, I'm on the platform. Once that happens, I can grab my backpack. Grab these two ropes. Go ahead and throw this up high. And you're going to loop it through this first loop right here. And you're going to pull this all the way through. Pull your clip through. Push this up. Cinch it. Cinch that tight. Then you're going to grab this next one. Again, this whole time I'm connected to the tree doing all this hands-free. That's the biggest thing when doing this stuff. You want to make sure that you can be safe, have points of contact to the tree, and to also make sure that you could be hands-free as well. I just realized while doing this that I like to have my clips on the right side. So you're just going to go ahead and loop this through on my left. Just kind of depends on which way you like it. For me, I like to have my clips on the right. Go ahead and pull that tight. Bring this through here. Clip yourself in. Just like that. Attach this. Pull that sucker up. Then boom, after that, if you want, you can unclip that. Obviously this is pretty loose for, you guys saw how far back I was going. I don't like to sit that far back. Go ahead, put that through. Boom, just like that, you're in. So once that happens, I usually wear cargo pants, and so I can just roll this up. For now, I'll just toss it to the side. If you do feel yourself swaying, probably means that you need to adjust this up here. Again, now that we're up, boom, ready to go. At that time, I'll go ahead, reach down, pull up my bow, and put it on this loop right here. Say I have my bow up here. My bow is going to be hooked over here on my left hand side. So a little rule of thumb, I feel like if you are a right-handed shooter, it's going to be a lot easier for you to obviously grab the bow with your left hand, because that's how you brace it, and you'll be able to shoot that way. So when you're setting up locations on your shooting lanes, try to make sure that most of your shooting lanes are going to be on your, most of your shooting lanes are going to be on your left. Occasionally you can, you know, if you swing over it, and possibly it's going to be very, very awkward. You know, occasionally you could. You can also, some people have this really loose to where they could spin around, say like this, and then brace themselves like that, and then shoot. There's definitely multiple ways to hunt out of a saddle, which is why they're so unique. You know, so lightweight, very maneuverable, and that's one of the reasons why I like them so much. Next thing for me to do is to grab my camera arm. Okay, so you have that. Probably give it one more good push. Then on the back side, just cinch it down. Since it is a cam buckle strap, you can just cinch it down. You'll pull the pin. My pin fell for some reason, so pull the pin. This will come up. It'll then cinch in right here, and boom, you're good to go right here. You have your camera arm. These saddles, they're super, super comfortable. I can sit in them all day if you would like. You can get knee pads. If you wanted to get knee pads, honestly, I could sit here like this all day. It's super comfortable. I do believe they also come out with a back brace. If you do want to have a back brace, you can also have a back brace. So for de-assembling, I just put my camera arm away. It was super easy, just reaching down here, putting it like this. My first thing is I would want to, obviously, my first thing, what I like to do actually, is reattach myself to this tree instead of using this. So I'll go ahead and reattach myself to this tree. Pull this guy tight. That way, a little bit tighter. That way now I can loosen this up, get rid of that. For now, I just kind of leave it like that. If you want to, you can take it off while you're already up here. Again, I'm already attached to the tree. So there's never one moment where I'm not attached to the tree. Once that happens, I'm going to go ahead and take my step down. That way I can get to my platform. What I can do here is lift it up with my foot, reach down here, loosen it up just a tad, grab it, pull it, put that around, boom, that guy's on there. And then go ahead and grab my pack, put this on, my daisy chain. Again, at this point, I'll have cargo pants on, and so usually I'll just shove these in here. For now, I'll just toss them to the ground. And then from here, you can loosen yourself up a little bit, start working yourself down. At that point, I'm on the ground. Take off my stick, I'm back on the ground, and I'm ready to go. Super simple. I mean, I seriously love this setup, guys. Obviously, there's a lot of great lines for saddles out there, but for right now, this was my go-to. This was my price range. I'd imagine this is going to fit a lot of you guys' price range because it is kind of on the lower side. Well, guys, I just got done doing some scouting and checking a couple cameras that I have out here. The state that I hunt right now does allow cameras. Kansas is the only one that doesn't, so I have no cameras running in Kansas. But that being said, hope you guys enjoyed that video. That's what I take out in the stand, or out. That's what I take out to the woods. It's like, again, it's super light, super durable. The price, you can't beat the price for it. Comes with the saddle, comes with the 3 robes, comes with your platform, and it's super light. I've enjoyed it so far. You know, maybe in a few years I can upgrade, but right now I don't really see the purpose of upgrading because it has everything that I need. So hope you guys really enjoyed that. We're getting closer to having the season kick off, so we're getting really excited. We're getting really close. I'm getting everything ready to go. doing some more scouting, because you can never have enough spots when you're doing public land, because you never know if you're going to be hunting the deer more, if you're going to be hunting the humans more. And so with that being said, hope you guys starting to like these videos. So I'm going to start putting a lot more out there for you guys. If you guys don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys do like these videos, drop a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever one you prefer. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and what maybe you guys have some tips for me in the future for this upcoming hunting season.